Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, from one that shows Nick Cannon and Cordae speak on Eminem briefly on the We Playing Spades podcast, where Nick Cannon revealed he wanted to whoop Eminem among other things, and we'll expand on this in a moment. Today we also have more on 50 Cent versus Rick Ross, as Rick Ross continues to go off on 50 Cent after it was exposed by 50 that he was set to open a show for Bow Wow, and this has sparked some interesting reactions, which we'll expand on in a moment. Today we also have more on Gene Deal speaking on Irv Gotti that shows Gene Deal probably feels the same way 50 does about Irv Gotti due to some personal experiences, and we'll expand on this in a moment. And today we'll be starting with one that came out of left field that's raised eyebrows on social media when a producer made some claims about incoming music from Eminem. It goes, coming soon, featuring CMK Beats. And according to the producer on IG, it goes, if you thought you've heard the best of me with Girl I Want Your Love, think again, and wait until this collaboration with the one and only Eminem and my fellow Bentley Gang family drops. This once-in-a-lifetime opportunity would have never been possible without Bentley Records and the amazing big Luca Days. Thank you for supporting me since 2019 and for believing in me and my talent. In these blessed Lent times, I pray for God to bless and protect you and your loved ones. And according to the producer from Lebanon, in response to the question, so is Eminem recording a verse for this track, he responded with, no, dear, it is a completely new song. Stay tuned to know more soon. And when a user asked any idea if he has a new album on the horizon this year at all, the producer responded with yes. Em is always working on new content, but no idea if an album will drop this year. And this has sparked reactions like, I want more of this. At this point in his career, collaborating with different artists and producers, I think it is good for him, although not everyone is on board, as some believe it is 100% fake, probably using AI or he's remixing an old track. Eminem doesn't collab with just about anybody, let alone some guy called CMK Beats, no offense, but as far as we know, nothing's been confirmed by Eminem's people. But what are your thoughts? And moving on to the next point, we got more from Rick Ross since 50 Cent exposed it that he was opening for Bow Wow.
Shit, I mean, damn.
And he took to IG stories to post this. It has been a year at 50 Cent. What's taking so long? And this is in response to 50's studios being built in Shreveport. And Rick Ross added, we got 21 questions. And this sparked reactions like, this guy don't know how long it takes to build a studio complex? LOL. He thinks it's like building a house, and even a house or apartments take more than a year to build. Eat a chicken wing and shut the F up. And another user expanded, yeah, but a swing and a miss from the biggest cornball that you've seen this far. 50 got a gang of highly successful shows that he produces and attacking him for getting a good deal on land. You sure you a boss? How you running your company? No wonder you're in tax trouble. And Rick Ross wasn't done. He shared a video speaking on the 50 situation, and he expanded on how deep down 50 Cent wanna work with him.
50 Cent, let these people know you really admire me. You love my style, the way I dress, the money I get. And let them know that if you really could, you would put all this shit to the side to do business with me and work with me. It's the truth. I know it is. Because when you see me stand next to Big Meat, your knees buckle. Oh, my ops, friends is my ops. I'm my ops, all that fake talk. But when you see my brother DJ Khaled, you hugged that boy and drooled on his Amiri. You drooled. When you see little bro Flow Rider, you pick that boy up by the waist and lift him up. Woo! And that's your way of saying, Rose, let's put it to the side. I'm really a good guy. And I get it, but it ain't time for that yet. Because when I see your niggas, I don't hug them. I don't speak to them. They po hustlers who in need of facials. Back to the money. Look, I can't really show you all this at the request of Architectural Digest, but it's a difference between renderings and when it's really going down. And it's a difference between real estate, let's say in Louisiana, and over here where it's $6,400 per square foot. So let's say if it's $6,400 per square, let's say you got 15,000 square foot to play with. You do the math, you may come up with, I don't know, 95 million. That car show on the way, make sure you get them car show tickets. 50, you can still bring that ugly Versace car you got with the Versace wrap. I ain't tripping, my nigga. Bring that shit, man. Bring that shit. Get y'all tickets, you feel me? Get y'all tickets. RickRossCarShow.com, the biggest car and bike event of the year. It's the Super Bowl event of the year. You love me too. Come on now, say it. Just admit it, my nigga. It's the boss.
And since this is not the first time he's insinuated that 50 wants to work with him, some have now expanded. At this point, I'm convinced Ross really wants to work with 50. Not the first video he's alluded to them working together. And on this note, another user expanded. Rick Ross is basically begging for 50 Cent to work with him at this point. Laughing emojis. They got no business working together, but yet he still tries to tell 50 to get in business with him. And to be honest, he's been alluding to this in recent years. And if I recall, the last time he did this was in an interview with Meek Mill before the last album they dropped that flopped.
I want to make this clear. I was just asked a question. I see what's still going on with you and 50 Cent. You mean you won't do no business with 50 Cent? I would. Best chips in the world. Imagine me putting your face on one of these. 50. You know what I'm saying? That was just me speaking a vibe.
You spoke about Meek and Drake. Obviously, y'all are in a great place. Y'all are cool. You said that y'all share music.
Yeah.
Can we see something like that happen for you and 50? Or is that too far gone?
I doubt it.
And if you were with us for the last video, you remember that Gene Deal believes 50 has all the reasons to react the way he did after Irv Gotti passed. And we got to hear more from Gene Deal that shows it was also personal for him with Irv Gotti. Check out a snippet from The Art of Dialogue in which Gene Deal was speaking about how Irv wasn't a good person. Check it out.
Speaking of Irv Gotti, how you feel about him passing away? Because I know you was telling me behind the scenes that, you didn't like him.
Bruh, I don't have no compassion. I had compassion for his brother, Chris Gotti. Chris Gotti was a good dude. He was all right. Me and Irv got in a couple of spats, and Chaz told me not to do anything or say anything to him because it was going to mess up their deal and what he thought Irv was going to do for black hands. Irv Gotti, everybody talked that shit. To me, I got my own thing. He wasn't a good dude to me. He had talked to me before around Chaz one time at the China Club and another time. And I ain't the type of dude that, you're not gonna sit up here and talk shit to me and I'm not gonna say nothing or do nothing to you. But because I respect the Chaz, I didn't. And that always set bad with me on him. So to me, he wasn't a good dude to me because you gotta understand those guys who try to use other people's names and try to use other people's status to make it seem like they like that and they live that life like that. If the guy got it in him. What the guy really do, and he ain't have it in him like that. But he always tried to portray it when he became good friends with Supreme. But he ain't the type of nigga bust a grape in a wine factory.
And this sparked reactions like two things. You gotta respect Gene for being real, and you gotta respect Gotti for being who he was. Gotti will tell you he wasn't a good guy or nice guy. I'm sure he would have agreed with everything Gene's saying, cause Gotti ain't give a F how you felt about him. And Gene Deal was also put on blast by some users. This bozo didn't have this energy when Irv was here. Gene full of crap. Like I said before, clown emojis. However, a user fired back with, Gene Bean spoke about Irv when Irv was alive. Don't be mad, bro. And moving on to the next point, we got Cordae and Nick Cannon on the We Playing Spades podcast, and they briefly spoke about Eminem when Nick Cannon brought up the question about a dream collaboration for Cordae that came to pass. Check out a snippet.
What's the one feature that surprised you or somebody that wanted to fuck with you and you're like, word, I get to work with this person other than Dr. Dre?
Well, I might not be saying it to the best person. But Eminem. Eminem.
I love Eminem. I don't know why people think I was gonna whoop his ass at one point, but we got over that. That was years ago. He a granddaddy now.
Yeah. But that was definitely like surprising when like he was like showing me a bunch of love. You know what I'm saying? Like
he like MCs. Anybody who he can respect their lyricism, he rock with them heavy.
So that was like super dope getting that cosign. And then when he reached out like, yo, I had a phone conversation with him. And he was just like, yo, I think you dope. I want you on the song. We gotta work. If you got something that you want me on, send it to me. If I'll send you some shit too. So that's how that ended up happening. So on the time,
how did that feel?
Like come up on your phone? Like how did it work?
It was
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the caller ID.
I don't pick up the phone for numbers I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I knew it was coming. Somebody told me like, yo, should be calling you today and shit. And but it was a Detroit area code number.
Yeah.
It was Detroit. Yeah. The movie. Okay.
And the trend continues when it comes to past collaborators with M and the user expanded. I love how everyone he has worked with always got positive things to say about him. And to this user expanded, I mean even Nick and Benzino give him props, even his enemies give in eventually. And this reminds me of when El Jamar admitted that Eminem is a better rapper than him.
Lyrically, Eminem's probably better than me.
And here's one before we end it today. From Reddit, you can only choose one interview for Eminem to have. The Joe Rogan Experience, Hot Ones, Nardwuar, and Wired autocomplete. And now I'll throw this one to you guys. Tell us below in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoyed this. See you on the next one.